is a place which I call as a place of His presence. You know, there is no particular such place on the face of the earth, but wherever you go, He is with you. And the moment you are aware of His presence, the moment you acknowledge His presence, that becomes your place of His presence. And in this, your place of His presence, powerful things happen. Nowhere else it can happen. I'll tell you, what happens in the presence of God cannot happen anywhere else on the face of the earth. Cannot happen anywhere else. Psalms 97 verse 5. The mountains melt like wax in the presence of the Lord. Wow. You know, at the presence of the Lord of whole earth, mountains just melt like wax. Mountains, the troubles that are before you, they just melt like wax. Bible tells about the story when the ark of God was brought by Philistines into the temple of Dagon. They just kept that ark, and the Dagon fell down and broke his crown. We know his hands and legs and his torso, everything just broke. There was no prayer, nothing was there. There was only the presence of God. It just releases something that changes the atmosphere, that changes the lives. One word spoken in the presence of God can transform the lives of the people. You know, there are other powerful scriptures about the presence of God. You know, it says that wicked, in Psalm 68:2 says, wicked perish at the presence of God. Just as Dagon fell down and broke down, wicked perish in the presence of God. If there is wickedness happening against you, if there are attacks coming against you, you just need to move by faith in the presence of God. You know how to move in the presence of God? It's very simple. Remember the promise of God. Jesus said, "Lo, I am with you always. I'll never leave you, not forsake you." Now you're seeing me. Do you see Jesus by my side? You can't. But I'll tell you, I know. I can't see Him with my eyes, with my physical eyes. No one can see Him, because Bible says God is spirit. Spirit is an invisible person. And He says, I am with you always. No matter what, I know He is by my side. And when He is by my side, when I acknowledge His presence, wicked may come against me in one way, they will flee in 7 ways. Because in His presence, wicked perish. In His presence, mountains shall melt like wax. And then, you know, He says that God hides in Psalms 31:20. God hides His presence God hides His people in His presence. Imagine, you know, some attack is coming, and then there is an invisible shield that covers you, and you are enveloped in that shield. His presence protects you. And then He says that Psalms 21:6, He says, "For you have made Him most blessed forever. You have made Him exceedingly glad with your presence." That's the only place where you can be glad. Not only that, Bible says in Psalm 16:11 that you in your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. In His presence there is fullness of joy. You can't find that joy anywhere. My brothers and sisters, I encourage you today to acknowledge, just acknowledge, Jesus, I know you're by my side. That will change your environment, that will change your mood, that will change your heart, that will change your situation. God bless you and have a wonderful time in His presence. Amen.